I think people were really surprised that Serbia and Albania were drawn in the same qualification group for the 2016 European Championships.
There are tensions between Albanians and Serbians since centuries.
Knowing the recent past between the two nations, we know that it's going to be a delicate game.
Ukraine and Russia can meet up in the same group in the qualifiers. Spain and Gibraltar, via Albania and Serbia.
Here is the real beginning of the idea.
The Kosovo War in 1999 saw an ethnically Albanian population, which makes up the majority of Kosovo, fight the Serbians. So it really opened up this schism between the two nations, and the two teams have not played each other for almost 50 years. This was going to be always a kind of real flashpoint game.
We knew that's going to be a very game with a lot of tension, but we never thought our security would be in danger.
The atmosphere before the game was, as you would expect, very, very intense. There was a lot of chanting from the Serbian fans, a lot of "kill the Albanians, kill the Albanians."
It was a very febrile and aggressive environment.
When we saw all that security, all the policemen outside, the escort from the airport, we thought that everybody was okay.
Going into the stadium, you probably felt that it would just take one little spark to really set things off.
Atmosphere was great until the drone came up.
41st minute, suddenly a drone appears out of nowhere with this flag which had very important Albanian symbols, Greater Albania, which is a phrase and a nationalistic concept that upsets many Serbs. And this flag floated down with a word that means, in English, essentially native.
We are native here, and we know that Serbs came in Balkans. If they want to live here, they have to respect us first. That was the idea of the flag.
So this was incredibly inflammatory. You couldn't really have found a more inflammatory set of symbols to put in front of a very nationalistic Serbian crowd. What's the opinion of someone like Ismail Marina, the guy who flew the drone?
He is a hero in Albania and he is a fool in Serbia.
I am the man who rides the drone. Why? Because it was a revenge.
Many people in Serbia thinks Ivan Bogdanov is a hero because he gets Albanian flag on fire.
After this, I thought that we must do something. My idea was a revenge, but I didn't think to be offensive towards Serbs. For me, it was important to show my identity. The day the match has to be played, I chose to go near the church. The drone, the flag, I put it there 2 days before. I waited there like 17 hours. When the drone with the flag was in the stadium, it was like 20 seconds of silence.
Nobody in the first 10 seconds saw it was Albanian nationalistic flag.
It was like time stood still and the whole scene just froze, and you were focusing on this drone and this flag gliding down. I can't describe how surreal it was.
We really realized what it was when we saw the colors and the symbols on them, and we knew it was an Albanian flag.
We were shocked, everybody in the stands. We didn't believe what is happening.
It came down towards the pitch, which I don't think was the intention.
I tried to take the drone down for the players to see the symbol, to give him courage.
So Mitrovic caught it, and what he was going to do next is opened a question. The Albanian players did not wait to find out. A couple of them grabbed Mitrovic, went up, tried to wrestle it off him.
After that, everything went wrong.
All hell broke loose.
It burst into violence on the pitch and also in the stands.
When we saw fans on the pitch attacking us, this was something completely out of control. And I was really scared for my players, to be honest, because we saw like they are coming from everywhere.
The plan was to take the flag out. And I also have a friend and phone him and tell him we have to go to escape now.
Kolarov, Ivanovic, sons, they really tried to protect us, and if they didn't do that, I think we were really in big mess.
I think this kind of things are not football and not sport.
At the beginning, no one knew who flew the drone, and many Serbs thought that it was the brother of Edi Rama, the Prime Minister of Albania, and that turned out not to be the case.
The Serbian police thought that one of us has done this thing with the drone. It's absolutely ridiculous. They've been trying to search on the bags. It was something out of sense and something unbelievable.
The decision went to the Court in Arbitration for Sport, who declared that the match should go 3-0 to the Albanians, and then a further 3-point punishment against the Serbians for failing to control their crowd. Now, what that effectively did was that ended Serbia's chance to qualify for the European Championships.
I'm most sorry is for the Serbian players, because they didn't ask anything to anybody. They came, they want to represent their country, and at the end they lose the game 3-0 because their fans attacked us. This is absolutely insane.
Ismail's action has definitely had a big impact.
Too many people says to me the 3 points were because of you, but I don't think so.
It would be fair that that game was repeated.
We as a team and we as an organization, we didn't do nothing wrong in Belgrade.
Our players gone in Portugal and win before the match in Serbia. We made a draw before the match with Serbia with Denmark. I can say my merit was that I rise up the patriotic feels in Albanian reality.
How did it change your life?
The first days or first weeks, it was for me like a boomerang, because your name is the main thing in the media. All people say, you are going to do something. I'm going to do nothing. My duty is over.
Do you fear for your life?
I have to be careful, I can say. In that flag was a map. We call that map Ethnic Albania. I didn't claim territories. I didn't say that, I have to take this territory back. But just I claim the history.
What about this game? The Federation and UEFA have said that they don't want you there.
I am a danger man, they say.
You have the ticket?
Yeah, I have a ticket.
Will you be going?
Yeah, I'm going. I don't want to do anything. I just want to support my national team. It's all over.
I spoke to Ismail and we talked about how dangerous his life is now, and we saw the threats he was receiving. He showed me his phone. He had Facebook pictures from people pretending to be, or maybe they were, Serbian Secret Service and Special Forces, pictures of guns, knives. He seemed quite scared. He showed us his gun. Do you have it on you now?
But it's a toy.
Yeah.
Yeah, here. It's a toy. But it's just for self-defense.
And then when we were driving home, he showed us he had a second gun. He fired it out of his window just to show that it was a real gun. And then he dropped us off. The next thing we know, we've picked up the newspapers and he's in there and there's pictures of him. And now, as we speak, he's in jail. We went to a couple of police stations. We found where he was. There was camera crews outside, and there was so much interest in him and his story, so much so that because we were the last people to talk to him, Albanian media wanted to talk to us to find out what Marina said in the last interview. But now he's in jail and he must be absolutely terrified. Bearing in mind, this guy is considered a national hero. The flag he flew is being sold on every street corner in this city and probably across Albania. And now, on the eve of the biggest match, there's probably going to be him and 36 other of his friends who have also had their tickets impounded. They're probably not going to be going to the game. Can you ever imagine a time when people won't be talking about this, when Albania play Serbia?
I don't think so. The people in Croatia and Serbia, when they play together, will talk in 100 years from now. But this is, I don't know, this is something more.
I have to say to the Serbian people that I don't hate them. I really don't hate them. But the past, our past, is very. It's hurt us. I don't hate them.
Even if they win on
No.
Thursday?
Yeah.